Hey there, Chess Edwards here. Just got back from a run, my morning run here. It's a beautiful Sunday morning out here in Del Dios on Lake Hodges. And there's a lot of mountain bikers out on this trail that I run on every day. And I observed something that I wanted to share with you. This is an area where the trail goes, has a lot of downhills and uphills. You'll go downhill through a creek, up the other side. And it was amazing how many people I saw today walking their bikes up the uphill on the other side. And here's why. On the downhill, on the way down to the creek before they went up the other side, I saw a phenomenal over-applying of the brakes. It was really quite remarkable and amazing to see how many people were just over-applying the brakes to such a degree that when they got down to the creek and started up the other side, they simply had not built up the momentum that they needed to get up the other side. As well as that, there wasn't a lot of thinking ahead in regards to the gears, so they would have been pedaling in one of those difficult to pedal in gears. They go downhill and then up the other side. They hadn't thought ahead to change the gears to an easier pedaling gear to get up the other side. So sure enough, over applying the brakes on the downhill, get down to the creek, up the other side, and they barely get up the other side. They had no momentum. They were in the wrong gear. Ended up off their bikes, walking their bikes uphill. So I ask us all this in our lives. Where might we be over applying the brakes, and where we might be walking our bikes uphill? So think about it in this regard. Certainly they were being cautious going down, and that's understandable. A lot of these folks haven't mountain biked a lot, so they're being cautious in their lives. And caution is actually a strength. I really believe that our weaknesses are typically nothing more than our greatest strengths, either over-applied or misused. So I'm not advocating absolute throwing all caution to the wind and being reckless in our lives, but I am asking us all to pay attention to where we might be over-applying our brakes in life, so that it's not going to allow us to have the momentum to carry us through the difficult times that may be coming up ahead, or the challenging times that may be coming up ahead. The idea is to be present in the moment while at the same time keeping our eyes focused on what's coming up, so that we can prepare for that, switch our gears, so we're going to have an easier time getting uphill. And I'll finish with this thought. I've got a very good friend of mine who's been unemployed for a bit and really taking advantage of that and traveling and enjoying her life. But now she wants to get back to a full-time job. She's also going to school right now. And she mentioned the other day that that right now in her life she's kind of dabbling with a little bit of meditation, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and exercise and taking care of herself, but really hasn't dedicated to herself to a full practice in that regard. Well, looking ahead, she's got an uphill coming up. Right now she's on that downhill. She's got kind of an easy time, but she's going to have a full-time job. She's going to be going to school, and her life is going to be pretty full and a bit chaotic. So is not now the perfect time to really be applying herself in putting together regimens, practices, habits, around her health, her diet, her nutrition, her exercise, her meditation, whatever the things are that she chooses, that she feels is really going to bring herself more of a sense of clarity, more of a sense of balance, more of a sense of presence in her life. Because she's got an uphill coming up. She's going to have a full-time job. She's going to be going to school, and that is not the time to start figuring out what kind of health practices are going to support you. Perfect time to do it right now while she has the ability. So that's that looking ahead part in getting prepared. So take a look at your life. I'm certainly taking a look at my life, and I'm looking at where might I be over applying my brakes, and where might I let go a bit and trust and really take advantage of that momentum I've got going, so I can cruise up that other side on the uphill. All right, thought for the day. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.